All right, everybody. We're at the on-site renovation group bonus session. Manesh RDO had another property on Woodbine. We're waiting for him to arrive. We all left the other property, all kind of came here and had a little trouble finding the place, but we found it. So we are at 1571 Woodbine Avenue. I think it's southeast. Right across the street from a nice little park in Kirkwood. What'd you say, Art?
Maybe he got lost.
He went and looked at another deal, apparently. Thought he was going to beat us back and didn't. So we're just letting everybody who's going to join us on Facebook Live give them a chance to find us. We do have a key to the place. So we're just waiting for Manesh to get here to show us around. But I'll show you some exterior shots real quick. This is a historical type rehab from what I hear. I'm not sure how far along it is. But another gorgeous house right next door to it. And another real nice rehab or new construction here. Real nice house here. And it's a little private street. It forks off up ahead, so it's like a cul-de-sac. And nobody comes down here but the owners and us on a day like today. And then right across the street, some nice little park. I didn't catch the name on the way in. It's just a nice little area. So we're going to get started here shortly. Still waiting on Manesh to come. Here he is. He's here.
Yeah. That's myself. And that's the property.
Manesh. Yeah, just get mic'd up and you'll be ready to go. Yeah.
All right, everyone, stay off the grass, please. This is her grass.
Yeah, it's their lawn, not his lawn. I wasn't sure myself.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when we bought it either. Yes. That's their lawn, yeah.
You're not on yet?
No.
They bought that, I think, in 06 for like $380.
Mark it.
Just unmute it whenever you're ready.
Something.
Unmute it.
You're good. You're on. You're hot.
Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to 1571 Woodbine Avenue. This house has been a wonderful pain in my butt.
Probably in the sevens.
Come on in.
Oh yeah. How long you had it?
We've had this house for probably about 4 or 5 months. Our original plan was to subdivide the lot. That didn't quite work out the way we wanted it to. It can still happen, but we're going to go ahead and renovate the house. Luckily, the values have gone up. If you look back there, they I don't know how many of you guys pay attention to the curb, but the highest priced house in Kirkwood was just listed. It's a modern, and it was listed for $750,000.
Okay. Yeah, you got two nice neighbors right here. Now you just said subdivide the lot. I don't see much of a lot here because we're standing in your neighbor's lawn.
When we go in the house and go to the back.
Okay. I was just commenting on the lot. If you see the grass here, that's the neighbor's front yard.
So so on the ground level, there's actually a full apartment with full kitchen, bathroom, and everything. So we'll go down there afterwards.
Okay.
Are you going to leave it as an apartment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This house is very unique. There's nothing like it in Kirkwood. It was actually built in 1910, and it's an old school farmhouse. 1910.
It's an oldie.
So when you come in, you look
1910.
1910.
You come in here, you see we have 14-foot ceilings in this home.
Wow.
This is pretty neat. Very high ceilings. These appliances, we're getting rid of these. I told them these aren't sufficient for this house. So
What y'all gonna do with them?
we're sending them back. We're gonna get better ones.
I'm sending them back to like the supplier.
Yeah, to the contractor. They brought us the wrong ones. So in the kitchen, it's pretty small. So this house has a lot of character, but it has a lot of things that probably aren't going to be appealing to some people because it has smaller bedrooms and a smaller kitchen. But it has a 1910, character. 14-foot ceilings. a lot of open space, and, 1910 old fire stack that we're definitely going to keep. I mean, it's pretty cool. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
And in the backyard,
Did you say it already? How many square feet?
it's about 24 and change.
With the apartment?
It's below it. That's including the apartment. Yeah. So it's a 3-2 on the main. Here are main level and ground level is at 1-1. So we're gonna gut the kitchen. We're gonna put on new shaker style cabinets. Now you notice it's really linear, not much to it. So we're going to replace it. Fairly similar concept with the pantry over there. We're gonna leave open shelving here though, and we're gonna put open shelving on that side and on this side as well, so that we have something more for storage. There's just not much here, but I think that should be sufficient enough, because there was just it didn't make sense, and there's not enough room. There's not 4 feet here to put cabinets on that side, so that's what we're going to do on this end. Full pantry with washer dryer. It's huge in that corner, so we're going to put some updated shelving in there.
Have you thought about taking?
That's what Chrissy was just
thought
asking.
about it, but we're going to use it for the shelving. And we didn't think the added cost was worth it to really open it up. We'd lose some of that space. It's kind of tricky. I didn't know what else to do.
Is there no space up there?
No, that's the roof right there. Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't know if this was added at some point or what, but unfortunately that's just what it is. So we're just going to do some pendant lighting here. As you can see, the old original hardwoods, we're just going to have these refinished. And we're going to be going back with these tiles in the kitchen, and that bathroom. And the master, we're going to go with like an all white look. The backyard. This is where you'll see the other part. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted her to check your mic real quick. It's rattling a little bit, get a little bit of feedback. It usually does that when it needs screwed in a little bit tighter. Give us 1 second, folks.
It could be.
It could be this too. It sounds okay now, but it was in his back pocket, so it might have been flopping around.
Maybe I hold it.
Here it goes.
Yeah, or clip at your belt.
Yep.
You're good now. It's not doing it.
Okay. So the backyard here, as you can tell, it goes straight through to Paxton.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
So that was the very cool part about this house, and that was the original plan. We had it sold, we were going to wholesale it, and we were talking, I alluded to this last night at the meeting. Had a gentleman that was going to subdivide it for us, and stole a bunch of money and ran off, so never happened. So here we are, and I'm rehabbing it. So no biggie. The values are still good here. We'll still do all right. So I'm not too worried about it.
So
Can you put another house there?
can you?
With a few things, we have. Sorry, we have to. We are shy 137 square feet of 15,000, which at that point we can subdivide to 2 R4A lots. I believe.
How much?
15,000, so you can have two
How many square feet?
137.
Can you buy 137?
So yeah, so it would be more than that. We would buy from the neighbor.
Yeah.
We'd have to buy a strip. She's open to it. We've had meetings, but it's going to take too long, and the time it's just not worth it for me at this point to do that. So I think we're just going to fix up, sell it. It's not a guarantee, but we're going to give it, bring it up as an option to the potential buyer and say, hey, this is something that you can do, potentially subdivide it down the road and pay off, a third or almost half your house probably by that time. So can't promise it, but it's a
the
possibility.
lady next door, hers is on 0.18 acres.
Wow, that's great.
That
one right there?
The lady that works there.
She's the one that used to own this, I think.
What is that?
I think. I don't know. So anyway, the deck out here. So you guys will see as we go back inside that the bedrooms are small. It's kind of is what it is with a 1910 house. We didn't want to lose the bedroom count, so we were going to use some other factors I think that can help sell the house, and one of which is we have beautiful weather like we do today in Atlanta, is to put a very large deck overlooking the park and because that's Cone Park right across the street. So I don't know if you guys noticed from the kitchen, you are looking at Cone Park. So I think it's a big positive to help kind of offset the lack of bedroom space. We failed the framing inspection on this Friday, so we're gonna get a few things fixed.
What they say was wrong.
I've been calling my contractor. He's not answering today, but they failed something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
So what is it supposed to be?
One. Yeah. Yeah.
For what?
So for this cruise ship, you got only one.
Oh, okay.
You are listening here, so I can't. One, two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the bolts? The bolts? Oh,
More bolts, more support.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they had it. Yeah.
So the ledger board, this board that's
Yes.
going along here, it has to go up and down? Like staggering, like a...
Stagger it. So we stagger it. Yeah, they got to be staggered.
Oh, two between each
Yes.
that are up and down. Gotcha.
So you
Figured they would know
you
that
guys
at Home Depot.
are learning that even the pros have issues.
Yeah, it's sloppy. It's just sloppy.
So we're spending about 60,000 on the reno.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna send off there or not?
Yeah, we're extending the deck out to there. So this will all be one deck.
Okay.
Yeah. So the deck, just so you guys are.
Yeah. Like a foot away.
Oh, so you mean like one down here and then one up here?
Staggered and then foot away. Easier. That's been my
So
That's the thing about it.
So I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but Manesh was saying that the deck they just put on didn't pass its inspection yet, so they've got to come back out and make some changes.
You guys should.
yeah, that's what I figured.
Well,
I've been calling him. He probably knows I'm gonna yell at him.
yeah, Don's had a few challenges where things like this come back to bite him. You assume these guys know these things, but unless you specifically tell them, sometimes they don't.
What's that?
Just how you were saying earlier today that you assume your contractor knows to do these things,
Yeah.
and you don't always specifically tell them. And the few times you didn't specifically tell them, it comes back to bite you in the butt.
Painter would know not to paint the ceiling the same color, the wall is the same color.
So I guess these the boards on here.
You would assume that.
Or you said you assume they would feather in the bricks, but they don't always do it, or they'd feather in the floors and they don't always do it.
All right, so we'll move on.
We'll follow you.
Yeah.
Well, let's come and stand down here and look up.
Okay.
The roof on this house.
Something with your lot to make it to give you access, like.
There is a driveway out there. I'm actually parked back there.
I was wondering how you got here because I kept waiting for you to pull up.
To make it more desirable,
So there is a driveway.
but can you finish this to make it more like a?
You know, because of the fact that that is a possibility for them to subdivide at some point, I really don't want to put money into that. I want to leave that for them to make their decision. I'm going to put the money here and leave that for them.
What if you just sold that part?
Well, that's what we were trying. It didn't work out.
Yep.
It's a possibility down the road.
So-
we'll have to talk to the neighbor.
I didn't pay too careful attention on the way in, but where do you park? Park back here or do you park up front?
I would guess that when you live here, you probably end up parking back here and probably making some kind of extension to come back here, or just parking at the end of the driveway. I mean, it's right on the other side of the dumpster there. So,
Okay. That's a long way to haul groceries.
Yeah.
And what's the 100 and something square feet you said you were trying to buy? Like, where would that be?
There would be a strip on this side somewhere.
Just straight shoot back. Wow.
Whatever the city would
100
want
and
us to
something
do.
feet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a nice lot.
It's a nice lot. So I think between the lot size, the character, and hopefully it'll sell well. So the roof was a very odd size, very odd shape. So I had quotes from 15 grand. I went with my subcontractor. He did it for 7 grand. So just so you guys are aware, 7 grand for a brand new architectural. We replaced all the windows in this house. Obviously, you can see by that window there. It's a different size, so it was a little more expensive. It ended up running about $400 or so per window.
That's the window you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the ones I was talking about last time. So these windows are, a little bit more expensive, but we think we put about $600 to $800 or so in replacing all of the windows throughout the whole house. All right, let's go back inside.
Hey, do you guys mind if I follow? Since I got the camera. Sorry.
We're going to be repainting and scraping and repainting all these stairways out front and back here as well. Yeah, it's totally separate. We thought about that. We thought about maybe we should put, maybe take space from one of these bedrooms to. It's just the added cost for our situation didn't make sense. So we're going to keep it as a fully separate apartment.
So how did you acquire this one?
We were. This was one of our wholesale deals that we acquired that we had sold, and like I said, we were going through the process of getting that approval, and that gentleman ran out on us. So, but just got to be careful.
What made you decide to not wholesale it, but to keep it for yourself?
Oh, I had no choice because nobody would buy it at that point without the approval for the subdivision. So I got stuck with it.
Yep. Well, a lot of people ask wholesalers such as yourself, and Mike Chouang gets this all the time. Because you guys are primarily wholesalers, well, if it's such a great deal, why are you selling it? How come you're not fixing and flipping it yourself? And his answer was very similar to what you just said. He said, I'm a wholesaler, I wholesale them all. But the ones that don't sell, that scare my clients, I fix them myself.
I do, yeah, and that's pretty much what I do. If it's a situation where we have to close on it and we have to keep it, I'm not going to run from it. I'm going to deal with it myself and take it head on. Yeah. I'm not going to practice something I don't preach.
And this turned into some of his favorite projects.
Yeah, they do. So as you can see, bedroom, very simple.
Wow. I love these high ceilings.
These ceilings are amazing. We
watch your step. There's some broken glass in here.
Glass down here, guys, so be careful. We thought about closing and drywalling this wall in to just keep it a truly separate bedroom. We decided to keep it in the event that they had a baby or something. If it gets to the point where we're going to sell it and this becomes an issue, hey, we'll do. If you buy it for this price, we'll fill this in. So we'll kind of leave it as an option. We just needed to save money where we can. We're going to dress this up and keep it because it's original.
It's closed off, but are you going to make it functional, or is it just for looks?
Yeah, it's just for looks.
Okay.
This is the master in here.
This is the master.
So as you can tell, again, the master is not huge, but has a ton of character. Bathroom is really big. This closet wasn't the best functionally, so we're going to remove these so that you can have more access in and out throughout the closet and make it more functional. And we're going to add a barn door here. Barn door, obviously, so because your bedroom's small as it is, we need to get rid of this door because it's taking up too much space.
Yeah.
Master bath. So this was, trying to remember, this was a little funky. We had a little vanity here. We had our toilet here. And then we had a weird shower here. So it was kind of a lot of dead space. So we decided we're going to put where you're kind of standing, Dustin, we're going to put a stand-up linen closet built in. And we're going to build a custom double here. Keep the toilet where it is. And as you can see, we're starting to frame out the master shower now to make it much larger. And you're going to have a big stand-up shower with a big glazed-in glass that you can see through, and go with some nice white, a nice white marble or something like that in here to really make it pop. Yeah, it's a nice bathroom.
The numbers. What are the numbers?
I think by the time we're going to be all said and done, we're probably going to be all in for $425 or so, $430. And we're looking to probably sell in the $525.
Okay.
Are you going to take this out? No. You're going to leave it?
We're going to paint it. I'm not sure of the exact color. That's my wife's thing. But we're going to paint it and keep it. And to Don DeRosa's point earlier about Staging, I typically don't stage them if they're priced right and it's kind of a traditional floor plan, but something like this, I think we're gonna have to, because I myself have no idea where you're gonna put what. So I don't know where you guys could see it, but I don't know.
Now, why do you want to take this out?
Why? Just because it's a 1910 original fire stack. People love this stuff.
Historical.
People eat it up.
It's a historical house.
And yeah,
Me?
going up to the ceiling.
I want it gone.
Yeah. To remove that would be a giant pain.
It's not
It
functional.
doesn't work.
I want it
So it's
gone.
just there to look.
It's purely decorative.
Ah, okay.
It's too hard to Dutch. I want it gone.
Yeah, the added cost and everything. I think we're going to see. I mean, if it really becomes a problem, but so far my feedback to date for everyone that's coming here that is a consumer is that they've really loved it. They're like, wow,
It is,
that's kind of
it is an interesting amenity,
It's
but
not
it's in the
functional.
middle of. I would love for it to
purely
be,
for looks.
I would love for it to be right where you're sitting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's perfect there.
yeah, it'd be great if it was that
So
way.
maybe you do that.
Move it? Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it possible to move that?
The cost to move that thing without damaging it and the rest of the house is just not worth it. It's not worth
I can only imagine.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go down and see the apartment.
What's in here, man? Another bedroom?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is
You started to
sorry,
show
the
us.
other shower. Yeah. This we're gonna keep this one pretty simple. We're just gonna do a nicer vanity. We're gonna glaze that, just keep it for cost cutting measures, and come down with a new tile, new frame mirror. We're gonna update all that. And this is really gonna be a really tiny bedroom, office, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
What is it, 3 bedrooms?
So we got
It's
three.
a 3-bedroom, 2-bath up, and a 1 down.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Be careful for the registers that are.
Hey, watch your step, folks. There's some open registers. Do not step through one of them.
Nobody wanted to buy it if they couldn't have the approval on the subdivision.
So they didn't want just the one. They want
Right, yeah. But luckily with the time that I've held it, values have gone up, so it's actually working out in my favor. Like, it's actually helped.
This is it's a 1910 home.
So earlier I was asking about parking, and you can see there is room here to park if you wanted to. Looks
You
like.
can, it's a pretty good space. You
Yeah.
can probably park 4 there pretty easily.
Yeah.
Or if you have,
It definitely beat parking way out in the back.
yeah. Or if you have somebody renting out the bottom unit separately,
Kind of like Airbnb or something.
yeah, they could. Yeah, exactly.
That's what you just said. It should be a great Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Cool though. I mean,
It would be a great Airbnb because of the layout
Yeah,
and
we're gonna
everything.
keep that guy. Oh yeah.
Lay out the
It's pretty cool.
location.
This looks like an old church pew.
I think it actually is.
It's got to be.
This is to my understanding, I don't know. It's funky, man.
They're talking about the funkiness of the way the lots are divided here. You can see the fence row coming down here right to the corner of the front porch. Then how the lot kind of juts out a little bit. And basically this is his lot line right there.
yeah.
So it's a nice
Yeah.
lawn, like I said
It's a
earlier, with the
straight,
neighbors.
whole separate in-law suite. So you have a full kitchen. We're actually going to keep the cabinets and paint them and put them back with some granite tops.
So if you can hear what he's saying in there, is that this is an
As you can
apartment.
see, we've repaired some rotten subfloor there. New tile in the bathroom, and then we're going to glaze the shower.
Now, you guys watch your step carefully.
That's a good point.
If you're going to poke around in here.
Actually, that's a good
So
point. I may ask.
there's
Thank you
a.
for saying that. I might.
Can you get upstairs from down here?
No,
Hey guys,
this is
be
fully-
careful. Be careful with your steps.
Be careful. Oops, sorry. Trying to clear out some of this stuff. You can't move this.
Your upstairs
This is the
bathroom?
bathroom or?
That would be pretty
That's what
badass.
you need to do. You got enough room up there.
I do.
I think.
What are you showing off there, Don?
I just said upstairs in the bathroom. The
Yeah, let's see.
bathroom, to give this some, is
that's
to
what
do
William's
the
doing.
is to do. Well,
Is that a double vanity though, or is that single?
this is a double vanity.
It is. Okay.
You won't be able to put a double vanity in
Yeah,
there,
that's
but you'll
the
be
other
able to open. You take that bathroom and that
Yeah,
whole
it's
back
better.
space.
That would create
That
some,
would create
some
a-
wow.
So this is where I'm using Home Depot right now. They're by the book. So they're like, they didn't want me to. I thought I brought that up. They didn't want. They'd have to change the plans to move the plumbing around.
Well,
I know, and that just more time.
yeah,
So-
but this will give you a wow.
That'll be a big wow.
That would give you a wow.
I can quote
That
that
was the
out.
master?
Huh?
That was the master? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, give yourself something if you're not gonna, Because
Oh, wow.
remember, you got kitchens and baths that sell the house.
Yeah.
If your kitchen is kind of
Yeah.
limited on what you can do with it, you gotta have to figure out something. You gotta make that
Wow.
bathroom where someone goes, okay, I can, whoever's gonna spend the most
So
of the time.
that was part of the debate on making it bigger, or there also wasn't much storage space for linen. So we were like, oh, do we do double with the linen, or do we? I don't know. That was kind of the debate. It was cheaper to go with the double with the linen. That's why we did it.
Yeah.
But we should see. Anyway, full apartment down here, so it's pretty awesome. I think someone can rent
So
this
this
out.
could be an Airbnb right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't hear your answer, but can you get upstairs from in here?
No.
Okay, so it's totally separate entrance.
Totally separate.
So I said this would be a great Airbnb.
The whole house would be a great Airbnb,
Yeah, it's a really cool house. I mean,
especially this location.
yeah.
Yeah, that might be.
Manish, you should keep
Yeah.
You should keep and do an Airbnb.
Yeah, Airbnb, you like double, triple your normal monthly rents, and they don't care what the kitchen looks like.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't care. There's a fireplace in the middle of. In fact, they probably think it's pretty
They'll probably
cool.
Take it for the fireplace.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, give it a theme.
got a lot of character.
Yeah, in the 1910 farmhouse, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, not much more to it here, but
Well, I didn't see what was in there.
So in here's the bedroom and huge closet. So
It's just as big as a bedroom.
All right, you guys watch your step.
be careful. The bathroom's actually over there, and it is a full bath, so you can take a look at it.
So this is a big walk-in closet. It's bigger than the master upstairs. It's nice and cool down here.
Putting about 60 into it. And that's us bare bonesing it.
You can see with the tile he's going with down here.
But obviously with our situation, we had to be I mean, we thought about it, but man, the added cost to do it.
That's the only thing you have to walk from.
I mean,
Well,
'cause
I haven't seen a door that narrow in a while.
yeah, where's the bathroom at?
Right there.
So you have to go there.
Fit through the door?
I got some friends that will not.
I didn't want to get stuck.
Yeah, I got some friends that will not fit through there.
We're, based on what we're seeing.
But back in the day, they laid them out like this, where you have to go through the little kitchen area
Yeah, so
to get to the restroom.
I'm thinking some people have said listed at $550. I was thinking $525. I don't really know yet. I'm gonna kind of wait and see what our competition is at the time. But somewhere in that range. I don't remember. I want to be all in for like 430.
So when do you think it'll be finished?
Well, granted the inspection hadn't failed. He was saying another 2 weeks to just knock it out. So I don't know. I'm hoping within the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
And they're going to really start accelerating.
Is Will still here?
I don't think he is.
What do you estimate his projected finish time would be?
Will is he's got to be another couple months.
Okay.
Probably another 60 days at least.
Definitely want to come back and maybe see one of these or both
Sure.
in the near future.
We can do that. Not a
Yeah.
problem at all.
Yeah, we want to see that, especially his,
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
This is going to be finished in 3 weeks? Damn, I
That's
want your
what he was saying.
contractors. I want your contractors.
Well, he didn't know how to put the deck on, so.
Yeah, maybe don't. Yeah.
All right. All good?
Yeah, good. All good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys got any final questions for Manesh before you turn off the mics? This was a bonus session. Any final questions? We appreciate you guys all coming out. Did you guys enjoy the on-site renovation group today? Yeah. Every once in a while, we will do a little bonus like this. We'll try to come back and visit some of these when they're completely done, especially after I'd like to see Will's all finished up and staged. That'd be great. Just hit mute on there for me. Yep, that way it's not rattling. There you go, perfect. All right, so Don wanted me to remind you that we have the Property Protege group tomorrow night at the City of Light at 3125 Presidential Parkway. It is for PPG members only. However, you can come attend your first meeting at no charge to come check it out, see if group coaching may be something you may be interested in. What's that?
We're going to be talking about wraparound mortgages.
Okay. Amongst other things, we're going to be talking about deal structuring. We're going to be talking about marketing. And the educational topic of the evening is wraparound mortgages, buying houses creatively, which is going to segue into the weekend workshop this weekend on the 21st at the Presidential Parkway, 3125, on creative deal structuring, where you're not always buying houses all cash. Maybe some cash, maybe no cash, We're buying them creatively, using owner financing, wraparound mortgages, subject to, lease options, lease purchases, you name it. A lot of other ways to buy properties. So you guys come and check us out tomorrow night if you can, or this Saturday for the Creative Deal Structuring Workshop. If you want any information about either one of those two things, Don and Chrissy over here in the corner, just ask them. They got some VIP passes. They have some order forms for the workshop. And if you're an Atlanta REIA member and you renew your membership, you can come at no charge. If you're a non-member and decide to join, you can come at no charge this weekend. This is our gift to you for joining as a thank you. So we appreciate it, Manish. Any closing remarks?
No remarks at all. Just go out there and buy houses.
All right, man. Tell them how to get a hold of you and your boys if they want you to find them some houses.
Yeah, if you guys want to reach out to us at the office, you can call us at 678-321-6061. Again, 678-321-6061.
And what's your website?
NetworthRealtyUSA.com.
All right. Thanks again, everybody. We'll see you at another meeting again real soon.
Appreciate it.
Woohoo!